What's up, America? My name is Tamir, and this is my show, I Love the Internet. Today, we are going to discuss why black people prefer to play PlayStation over the Xbox. Or do they? Is this an urban legend, or is there a historical basis for black folks' PlayStation preference? In my opinion, you have to break this issue down to understand it. There are three main reasons why it is perceived that black people prefer PlayStation. First, PlayStations are the better-selling console worldwide. Since 1994, roughly 563.2 million units of Sony's PlayStation have been sold, compared to Microsoft, which has sold roughly 187 million consoles since the release of the original Xbox. That's a difference of almost 400 million all-time console sales. As well, Sony commands nearly half of the best-selling consoles all time. Yes, of the top 11 best-selling consoles, Sony has created 5 of them. And it would be 5 out of 10 if it wasn't for that pesky Switch. As well, the PlayStation 5, which was released in 2020, is already sitting in the top 20 of all time, making it clear that Sony's PlayStation has been arguably the best performing console series of all time. After checking this list, I'm not entirely sure that PlayStation isn't competing with Nintendo. To sum it all up, much of what you're seeing is that black people like popular shit. Niggas like cool. And damn it, that PS2 looked a lot better than that clunky piece of shit Xbox. Now, when you dig a bit deeper and compare the Xbox 360 sales to the PlayStation 3 specifically, you realize that the sales of the consoles are much closer than in any other generation. PlayStation did outsell the Xbox by roughly 3.4 million, but that is a slim margin when you consider each console sold north of 80 million units. With that being said, the Xbox 360 had more of a pro gamer vibe, whilst the PlayStation felt like it had more of a casual gamer vibe. I would argue in the late aughts to the early 2010s, the average black gamer would fall more into the casual gamer category. That's just my opinion. Don't shoot the messenger. Go fuck yourself. And this brings me to reason number 2, game chat. By the 2010s, Xbox had developed a reputation for having racist game chats. And as we all know, racism and the internet are a very well-known couple. Unfortunately, this becomes even more true when you add gamer rage into the mix. It would be an understatement to say that Xbox Live had a bit of a racial slur problem. And if you don't believe me, ask Myers Leonard. And it would be a bit disingenuous to act as if it was exclusive to Xbox Live. But for whatever reason, they became the poster child for white boy gamer rage. I must admit, there was something about getting called a nigger in a Call of Duty 4 lobby that just hit different. Call of Duty wouldn't be the only place you could hear the sweet sounds of racial slurs, but it would undoubtedly be one of the more memorable ones. This brings me to my last reason for why black people play PlayStation, and that's because of the online service. Up until the launch of the PS4 was completely free, and we all know how much niggas love free. PlayStation Network admittedly has had its flaws, but with the launch of the PS3, the service was completely free. So while you paid $60 a year or $10 a month to play with your friends on Xbox Live, it was completely free to play on the PlayStation 3. This was especially important because at the time, black people played 5 titles. And all you nerds, don't go in the comments saying how you're black and you played Skyrim. Nigga, me too. But most black folks play Madden, Street Fighter, NBA Live, 2K, GTA. If you don't like my list, fuck off. Complain in the comments. I won't read them. So at the end of the day, you're still left with the question. Is there real credibility to saying that black people prefer the PlayStation? And the answer is, maybe. But either way, I don't know any niggas with an Xbox Series X. My name's Tamir. This is I Love the Internet. Have a great night.